Voting for the next mayor in Edmonton City Council is going to be a new adventure in the fall. For the first time, candidates can join a political party. So let's explore how this is going to work. When you go to the polls, you'll see people's names on the ballot card. Those running to be the next councillor of a ward, others hoping to snag the mayor's chair. Along with the person's name, you'll notice either the name of a party or the word independent. Some think political parties have no place in municipal government.
It's going to be putting parties over people, and I think that's the wrong way to going forward because it's not working.
City Councillor Andrenak believes the party system will mean elected officials lose their freedom to vote how they want on any issue.
It's going to be one perspective. It's the party's perspective, because that's how the system works. So you lose the ability to understand the complexity that exists in every single issue. It means you make a less informed decision.
So why is this happening? The Alberta government is introducing the formal party system only in Edmonton and Calgary. The Municipal Affairs Minister announced this last spring. Rick McIver says it'll make it more obvious where candidates stand on issues.
I voted for candidate L, and that candidate said they were NDP or said they were conservative, and yet they voted the opposite way. Then there's an accountability issue there that you promised me you would vote along this ideological line and you didn't. Then that's another way to hold elected officials accountable.
And that's what people don't like about the party system at the provincial and federal level is it's the place where independent thought goes to die, because you've got to toe the party line. And so that leads to what people call the democratic deficit. And again, it undermines trust, where people don't feel like, I voted for you, but you don't represent my interests, because you have to say whatever the party tells you to say.
Boyd points out the province's own public survey shows 30% of respondents agree with introducing a party system. Even the minister admitted there's low support for the idea.
70% of the public don't want political parties, and over 98% of municipalities won't have one.
So far in Edmonton, one group has declared their intention to form a party. PACE, the Principled Accountable Coalition of Edmonton. Many current councillors say they plan to run as an independent. Boyd says it will be difficult to resist joining a party.
I think there's going to be a bit of a lowest common denominator, where people are going to find out that if they don't participate in the party system, they're at a disadvantage. Part of that is the fundraising rules. It allows you to spend more money, essentially, if you're part of a party, because you can spend it as a candidate, but you could also have the party behind you spending it, right?
So far, one councillor plans to run for mayor and form his own party. Tim Cartmel insists it won't be partisan.
The approach is going to be a captain and some very skilled players. We're going to take a team approach to this and present to the people of Edmonton a clear choice of a team that is willing to come and give them the governance and the management and the direction that they're looking for.
Two other Canadian cities have long-standing party systems, Montreal and Vancouver. Vancouver has no wards. The election is, as they say, at large. People vote for councillors around the city.
That's going to be a bit strange, because you do have a ward system that allows people to know their candidates more intimately, but then you also have a party system. So you're going to have two systems that normally aren't together in Canadian cities.
Municipal parties will be different from provincial and federal ones. For example, Alberta's United Conservative Party and the New Democratic Party cannot register on the civic level. And that might make ticking off the ballot a little trickier.
So people tend to get quite confused. Who are these parties? Who are they really aligned with? Like, I don't get it. I don't know how to vote, because this isn't really the Conservatives. This isn't really the Liberals. What is this new party? I don't know. So that's something that these people campaigning in Alberta will struggle with a bit.
The nomination process starts January 2nd. That's when candidates can start submitting forms with signatures of support and money to Edmonton elections. Like it or not, parties will be part of who works here at City Hall after the civic election, October 20th. Natasha Reeb, CBC News, Edmonton.